But I do want to take it back a little bit. I want to take it back to the beginning. When I got the chance to watch you play in college and what you've been able to do in your career, one of the things that sticks out about you is your discipline. You've always had this kind of even keel demeanor to you. So can you tell us how and what about your upbringing led to you developing like this quiet confidence that you walk around with that's both apparent in your life and on the football field?
One thing I kind of lacked when I was growing up was the confidence in myself. And I feel like my support system, my family, my friends, they helped me out with that a lot, just to kind of, I'd be like, so you got to start believing in yourself because no one else will, you know what I mean? So I feel like that was a big part of it. As you know, like after the post game interviews and stuff, like I've just seen so many times, like when people get too high or too low, like you got to just stay, right in that middle, because when things are going good, everyone wants you. But when things are going bad, like they're telling you that quick, you know what I mean? So I just try to, even when you have a great game, you just still have to stay even keeled, like you said, because things can turn on you so quick that, and people switch up on you so quick. So that's why I don't even look into all the talk, all the praise, stuff like that, because I switch up so quick in politics and sports and stuff. So growing up throughout middle school and high school, just I always knew I had the talent in me. It was just kind of just getting that confidence in myself. And the way I built that was, you got to keep working hard, keep your head down, just grind. Because, no one can tell you anything after that.
On the back of y'all helmets, it says last play, right? So y'all have like that last play mentality. It's kind of similar to, what we have at the quarterback position as well. Like you can't get into your own head about missing a pass, or you can't get into your own head about missing a read, because at that point it could spiral quickly. If you in your own head, one pass can make you make one bad pass, and you in your own head about that, bro, it's gonna be a steamroll. You about to make another one.
In that corner position, there is that sense of, I call it blind confidence, but basically you have to have that alter ego to say, no matter what's going on, I'm going to cover this guy no matter what's happening. So I guess what I'm curious about is when things are not going your way on the football field, or someone called a big pass on you, what's kind of your technique or what's kind of your mindset to kind of process what happened and then snap back into, okay, I need to stay level headed. I can't let my emotions get the better of me.
No corner in this game will just doesn't get caught on. Like everyone gets caught on. So I feel like once you realize that, and just it's gonna happen, and then when it does happen, you just have to be mentally strong enough to just throw that. Like you have to realize what you did wrong, and then you have to just throw that play away, and then just you can fix what you need to fix. But I feel like where people get caught up on is when they keep that play in their head, just keep replaying it, and just keep that weight on your shoulders. You can't, like with being a corner, you can't keep that on your mind. You got to let that go. And I feel like when corners be having bad games, you can't let the other team see that, because when other teams see that, when the quarterback see that, when the receiver see that, they're going to just keep going at you. You know what I mean? So even if everything going bad, even if you giving up, a team record or anything, you got to act like you still not want to be messed with. You know what I mean? You still got to have that dog in you. Like no one out here can mess with you. So I feel like I said, your confidence got to be at a whole different level in yourself, because no one else is going to believe in you. So I feel like that's the way to go about it.
We had an episode on compound investment, talk about taking the certain aspects and certain things that we've learned in life and building upon those things, right? We talk about not wasting any experience. Every experience that you have, you can build upon, no matter what arena it's in, whether it's a small part-time job, whether it's, me going to go pick up trash or anything. It could be anything that you could find in there where it's character development. Like you said, you're able to take some of the things that you learn in the team element, which I think football is the greatest sport and the emulator of life in general, particularly when you say if you're in a leader of your position, because it gives you so much exposure to bringing people together, right? Like one of the things I've been able to do as well is like with a lot of school projects, similar to what you said, is I've been able to be more open and more willing to like put myself out there. You know what I'm saying? And bring people together. Because like you said, it could be very intimidating because nobody wants to really take that lead. But I think football kind of teaches you like it's important that somebody speaks up. And if you have the development and you have the wherewithal to bring people together, you should do that. And so that's kind of the things that I'm taking away from what you're saying.
You mentioned this earlier when it comes to the outside noise. It's that when you're doing good, everyone's going to build you up. It's amazing. You're the best person ever, the greatest they've ever seen. They exaggerate and throw anything they want at you. And then when you're not doing so well, then it's completely negative. They're like, this is the worst team we've ever seen. The luck has run out for South Dakota State, things like that. So from a mental health standpoint, did that ever take a toll on you at some point, especially early on, where there were times where you weren't as successful and everyone outside of you started to kind of surround you a little bit, start to bring you down a little bit? Did that ever take a toll at all?
Yeah, I would say there's definitely times where, one game you on top of the world, and then next game, it can totally flip and everyone against you and everyone kind of questioning, is you actually built for this? So I feel like with me, like I said, you can't even listen to it. You can't pay no mind to it because it will make you it'll mess your mind up so much that like you can't handle all that. So I feel like the way to go about it, it's just you can't listen to it. You gotta stay even keeled, like you said. And then like I was always talking to my parents, like my dad, he's probably the biggest critic of my game. Like he'll find the littlest things. If I ain't do it right, he gonna let me know. And that's how I am too. Like I love self evaluating myself. Like even if someone think I have a good game, like if I miss a tackle, that's gonna ruin my whole night. You know what I mean? So I feel like with me personally being one of my biggest critics, I think that helps out as well, just knowing kind of even I might have had a good game, but still it's not good enough. You know what I mean? So just having that support system in my corner where they're telling me like you had a good game, but this and that. You know what I mean? You could still get better at that, and that keeps me. I'll say it keeps me humble just to know like you can still keep getting better, and there's places to improve. You know what I mean? So I would say just not paying attention to that media because they'll make you rip your hair out, and then also just having good support that will support you when it's good, and then also be there to love you when everything's not going the best. You know what I mean?